Hello everybody, welcome back to Alpha Cave. Today we're going to discuss another two-player board game which I love. It's very easy to understand. I played it a few years ago, didn't quite understand it, played it again recently, and I get it, and it's really fun, and me and my wife really enjoy this game. The game is Mandala, and it is a blast actually. The board game is actually a beautiful cloth that you put your cards on. Let's break down the parts of the board game. First of all, in the middle, the center stripe is called the mountain. These are the cards you will pick up to score your points. You will be taking turns picking cards from here, and you will determine who goes first in picking those cards by the number of cards in your fields. In the fields, you're going to be playing as many cards as you can, multiples of the same color, so that at the end of the round you have the most cards total in your field as compared to your opponent. The game board has two mandalas, as you can see here, and you can play on your turn on either side. Next, we have the river. The river is where you're going to put one card of each color. There are 6 different color cards. When you collect the cards from the mountain, you put one on the river and the rest go on your cup. From the cup, those will be your points that you score at the end of the round. Now that we have the basics of the board, let's go back through the game. To begin the game, as I said, each player is going to have 8 cards. Then place 2 cards on each mountain face up. On your turn, you will either 1. Put a card on a mountain, which will be 1 card at a time. Each time you put a card on the mountain, you can collect up to 3 cards to bring your cards in your hand up to 8 if possible. The next option would be to put cards in your field. Cards in your field would be all of one color, if you can put them all. If all 8 cards are the same color, you can put 7 down, because remember, you have to keep 1 card in your hand. When you put cards in your field, you do not get any cards from the deck. There are 6 different colored cards. Each color can only appear once, either in the mountain or in either field. Of course, you want multiple cards of the colors, but they can only be in one field, your field, the opponent's field, or on the mountain. When all 6 colors appear in a mandala, that mandala is done, and now you begin to score that mandala. First of all, you see who has the most cards in their field. The person with the most cards in their field begins to pick cards from the mountain. When you pick cards from the mountain, you get all of the same color cards. Then the next person will get the other color, and back and forth until all the cards from the mountain are removed. To begin scoring that, you will put 1 card on the river, and the rest of the cards go on your cup face down. From your cup is where you will score at the end of the game. Now you put 2 more cards in the mandala and the game proceeds. As the river begins to fill up from left to right, each card will be worth more till you get to the end, which will be worth 6 points. At the beginning, it's 1 point, then it goes straight up 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The game ends when the cards in the deck are exhausted, or when one player fills their river. At the end of the game, you put the cards from the cup under the card from the river that coincides with the same color. The river card does not count for points, only the cards that were in the cup. The player with the most points wins. And that, my friends, is how you play Mandala. It is a great 2-player game. I think you'll enjoy playing it at home with no problems. It's a very fast game to learn. It looks more confusing than what it actually is. Thank you for joining us here in Alpha Cave. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.